Nevada will never forget. We will never forget the sacrifice of our servicemen and women and their families. And so this beautiful, beautiful memorial etched in eternity. The Battle-Born Memorial. This monument bears the name of every fallen warrior from our state as an everlasting memorial to their service and their sacrifice.
The memorial is a piece of art. It's beautiful. I think the best part, my favorite part of the memorial is seeing the names shine through onto the pavement, especially in the evening time. It's just really quite unique, and I think is going to be a great asset, great memorial for the state of Nevada and for our veterans. It started out with an idea and has now come forward into this beautiful memorial for our veterans. And it's very emotional for a lot of people. It's emotional for our families. But for them to be able to see their loved one's name up on this memorial, I think is going to really help them in their healing.
It gives every veteran and veteran's family member a place to where they can come to and reflect. Sometimes when a family has a loss, they find that they're out there and they're all alone after the ceremonies and such. This way it gives them an opportunity to come back and recognize the fact that their loved ones are not forgotten.
For the Gold Star mothers to be able to have something like this is just, it's food for the soul for us. It's very, very important. You need to have a place to go, whether you're lost your son, you lost your mother in these wars.
It's a sanctuary for them to remember, but we do want it to be very peaceful, and that it is something that they can really just sit there and focus on their loved ones and feel a sense of peace. You know, the experience is beautiful, but it's them, you know, just honoring their memory. So we tried to just do it as delicate as we could and try to, you know, not be in their face, but make it a special space for them.
It's an artistic approach to a memorial, is I think the way we try to address it. First and foremost, it is a memorial for the fallen Nevada warriors and their families.
The challenge of designing something like this that is quite honestly private in a very public setting was we wanted to almost create a room, but you didn't want it to be a room, right? So it had the two walls and the ceiling, but it still had to have a sense of openness. And that's where you have that privacy when you walk in, but you're still very connected to the Capitol complex and kind of the environment.
We really spent time in dissecting the environment, the conceptual context of what this is really supposed to do. It's a memorial honoring, you know, warriors and soldiers who have sacrificed everything. And so how can we translate that versus being a typical wall?
The materials that we chose for the project were indicative of material elements that are found in the actual military themselves. And quartz and steel happens to be one of the elements that we really chose, ultimately allowing for the ability to kind of evolve as it kind of ages. You know, we really wanted to make this art piece a piece that, one, looked like it'd been here for 100 years, and two, in 100 years from now, it still looks relevant and becomes beautiful. Brass, it was a really key element that we wanted to choose for the nameplates. You know, brass is heavily used within the military, and it's really a beautiful, polished element that once it ages, still has a beautiful sense of tarnishedness.
Nevada is a wonderful state with the veterans, and they do a lot with the Gold Star mother families, and it's just a joy and very uplifting to know that they have all this here for the people of Nevada.